I had a horse riding accident a year and a half ago where I was flung from a horse, a big horse, and landed on my coccyx bone, but the horse landed on top of me, so he stood on me. And I was very lucky not to rupture anything, but the result of that injury was I've had an impinged nerve ever since, and I've actually been numb from the waist down. So I've had altered sensation. I can't feel my feet. I can only just feel hot and cold. And I realised I was out for dinner last night and I was like, my right leg feels so bizarre, and it's because I can feel it. So all the feeling has come back in my right leg, and the left is well and truly on its way. It's not quite caught up to the right, but it's 95% better. So, and that's held ever since. And it hasn't gone to that space at all in all the treatments and everything that I've done to try and get it to do that. So that's been really amazing. After I spent some time with Joe in Mexico, I've meditated, and I haven't missed a day. I've meditated every single day since being back, until we obviously got to Sydney. Obviously having the science behind it and the actual knowing and how to apply the meditations takes it to a whole other level. I've done meditation on and off my whole life, but it's different when you know the science behind it and you know where your intention needs to be and how to apply it. That just takes it to a whole new level. So having that, really the meditations have gone from being pretty good to being out of this world especially in the last 2 days. So I think having that extra level has really been the grounds to be able to break through and have some really cool, profound, not only healing moments, but actually transcendental, spiritual, whatever you want to call it, moments as well during the meditations. You don't actually have to do anything. That kind of sounds crazy. Yes and no, you know, it kind of just happens to you. It's not like I've been at the chiropractor or having lots of acupuncture. I was a naturopath by trade, so I know how to look after myself and do all the work and see all the people, and I've overcome previous past health challenges doing it that way, but this has been so different because I've been doing work for the leg, and in some ways it's less of a health challenge than other things that I've had, but I didn't come into any of the meditations working on my legs. That was never an intent that I set up. And so I think when you get out of the way and you surrender to the innate ability that the body has to heal itself, and you allow yourself to get out of that stress state and move away from those hormones of stress and cortisol and all the things that cause inflammation in our bodies, and you come into a more relaxed, healing, innate state, which is what our human bodies are designed to do when you give it the space to do it, the body will heal itself. And so but that's to a whole different degree than what other people say, we say that in naturopathy and we might say it in chiropractic and all those kind of things, but this is different. It drops below that. And you get the ego personality out of the way, the part of you that may be addicted to having numb legs for whatever reason that might be, or if you're running the program of unworthiness or anything like that that may be preventing the healing journey. Doing this work, and when you come up against yourself and you just keep going with it and you keep pushing past those barriers, when you can break through all of that stuff, you set up the energy for healing, and of course it's going to find you because you're out of the way, and why wouldn't it? Everyone's a divine being that are worthy of perfect and divine health, so if you can get to that spot, anybody can experience healing, whatever people are suffering from.